Okay, hi everybody. Okay, this is the presentation of the system that you've been assigned to do, which is the portal detection system. What I'm going to do, I'm going to give you the structure of the classes, the structure of the program, everything. Then you're going to be able to understand everything, whatever is going on around and within the system, right? Okay, are we here? I have the database in here, but then I'm just checking it on this side, the commands prompt side. You can use your maybe your GUI side when you if you have installed PHP my admin or anything, depending with whatever you're using, maybe XAMPP or something. You can check it on there. I am going to put it on the packages. Otherwise, this is the name of the package. Yeah. So what we need to do, the most important thing is to check on the code. This is the structure of the program. The program is here, portal detection system here. And then here it's structure. Maybe let me close all these classes in here. I need to close them all. What is happening? I need to close everything that is in here. Okay. Okay, yes. Then here we go. It is the structure, the project, and then here the files are in here, which is the web pages because it's a web application. It's a JSP application, remember. So you have your JSP pages in here, a number of them, I think up to 10 or something. And then in your pages, we also have your classes, whichever code is here, different, maybe I have two packages in here, yes. And then you have your databases, which is the code that it connects or deals with the databases. And then you have your servlets and the other classes in here. We also have a number of them as well. Each and every class in here has got its different and specific code. It is designed to do a specific code. Maybe we can just look into a few of the classes. I'm going to display this. What is happening? I'm trying to run this. Okay, it is trying to open. And then okay, this is the class. This one we use it to create objects of connecting to the database. And then this one is an object to create users, and we create users, you retrieve them. And then one of the maybe of the most important pillars that you are required to come up with data structures. In this class, we used this data structure. I think you know this data structure and how to use it. We call it the linked list. With this class, when we fetch the users, we create a linked list so that we can be able to deal with the database in over there here through this linked list, right? So what we do, we create the linked list and then put every user inside in this linked list and then fetch them in here using this type of commands and code. And then after that, maybe what else can we do? Can we check? And then deleting, when we want to delete, okay, these are servlets. A servlet in here is has been made in a way that you can be able to detect that it's a servlet. I've just in each and every servlet I've just said it's a delete servlet, whatever, display servlet. That those ones that do not have servlet name, it means it's a pure Java class. The other ones are servlets. As you can see in here, we have got delete servlet. This one is used to delete maybe users or things. This just servlet works with the JSP classes. I think you understand that one. When you remember learning with your servlets. So this is what is going to happen. I'm trying to refactorize my code a bit in here. Otherwise, you can understand everything in here. We are deleting. What we need to look for is this statement in here. And then the other one, I've been using prepared statements. You can use your statements or whatever. But then here I've used prepared statements. Prepared statements work a little much better than the general statements. These ones for display, when you want to display data in here, we're using your project needed to use web services. So these web services, we here for the display, we used what did we use here? We use the do. Okay, these ones we use the do and then the get for my web services. or where we want to, let us look. Okay, let us just, I want to see where it lands, this one. Let me start with the login so that you can be able to understand. Okay, yeah, this one is clear so that you can be able to understand it. Maybe let us remove this code. This one is unnecessary. So what happens in here, you do your logic in here. As you can see, this is the program logic, and then if the logic is successful, this is what happens, meaning that this is not a page, but then it's a servlet. It is going to do things for you, and then the page that you want to show or you want to reach to is this one, if this logic is okay. I think you understand now. So the other important servlet, okay, this one is for sending emails. You know that one other important task you have to do is to be able to check if maybe if a user forgets their email, and then you want to send them into their emailing addresses. This class is specifically for that. You are going to, when you are trying to log in and you forget your email, this is where you do your logic. This is where this class is the class that does the logic of sending the email and retrieving the forgotten password or the forgotten email address, whatever, depending whatever you forgot. Otherwise, another important here, this one is for verification. This is if this one works with this for retrieving the email. This one is the verification, meaning that if your email you have verified in your email address or in your inbox, then you are going to be redirected to this port, to this servlet, and then you are going to be verified. Users, and then okay, these are the users. I think users, you understand this one, what they do. It's just you are creating users or you are deleting users. This is also web services. This one implements the to post in the web services over the server, right? And then what this is a pure class. This class is used to create only objects. We want to create objects and then manipulate those objects. And then here you can see we have two objects. This one with the which takes in fact we have three of them, 1, 2, 3, because we have three constructors. This one, they take different arguments depending on the situation we want to use them. Otherwise, here we wanted only to create this user object in here. There's nothing much. For the user, we have these functions that we use in here. Otherwise, this class is the motorist class. The motorist class creates objects, as you can see in here, and it also implements some functions or some methods. You can see it also uses a linked list for its data structures. We use a linked list in here for retrieving motorist, and okay, here we create, and then here is checking if maybe the motorist is online, because we need to know motorist, online motorist. I think you understand the structure of your project brief. Otherwise, the other ones, I think you are going to see them. Okay, let us check it into the JSPs. The JSPs is just straight. It's verify, which works with this. It's upload, which works with upload in here. Maybe users. These ones are for what we call this, the view, because this is the back end and this is the model and the back end, and these ones lama JSPs are for the view, because we are using for JSP. When you're coding in JSP, you are using the MVC model, right? We have the model view controller programming style. So these ones, the JSPs in here, are only for the view. I think you will get that. This is only for the view, the things that are going to be displaying on the view side or on the HTML side, which you call HTML, right? Otherwise, we have okay, this is the home page. The home page has got some code in it. This code, you are going to check on it. Everything is structured for viewing. It retrieves the data from the classes and then displays it on its view using Java and HTML code as in JSP, right? We also we have hotspot areas. Okay, hotspot areas, they display where maybe we have a number of confirmed potholes or whatever. Here we retrieve them from the database using the servlet and then displays them in here. I think through tables. Okay, what else do we have in here that is important? Okay, the forgot password, we talked about it. Then we need to check on the program now. I think because the other classes, they all have just same logics, just that these are JSP. This is the controller, and these are the models. I think you understand. Excuse me. Otherwise, we have my images in here. Okay, in the resources. In the resources, I only have CSS and JS, which is used for this. But then these ones are not important for your logic because your logic starts in from here. I only have resources in here which are images. These images are stored in here. When you upload your image, it's going to show up in here, and then when you try to retrieve it, it's going to be fetched from here and then stored in the database. Via the database, it is going to show up in here. This is all done by this model and the controllers. We are going to see it over the web, right? So excuse me. Now when we start the server, what is going to happen? The project is supposed to be able to take potholes, meaning that when we take potholes, we are going to shoot a pothole and then take that pothole and upload it or save it on our databases via the server. And then when we save that pothole on the database, what is going to happen? Other users of the system are going to be able to see that pothole, and then even the admin, meaning that the city council, is going to be able to see that pothole that you have uploaded. That is the primary mission of this project, right? So what we're going to do now, we're going to run the project. Okay, maybe before we run the project, when if you haven't started your server, you're going to go to services. Then there is this server in here, and then you are going to see the server that you have installed in here. And currently I have installed only one server, which is Classfish version 4. Then you are going to right click in here and then start. But mine is already running. As you can see here, it is grayed out, meaning that it is already running. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start the program now. When I'm starting the program, I'm going to get the link, because what I did in here, I deconfigured the link. It doesn't start automatically, but in your system, it is going to start automatically. So what I did in here, I deconfigured it. I'm going to wait for the link in here. When it is done running, then I'm going to take the link and then go to my browser. Let us wait maybe a few more seconds, so that you can be able to see the link. I'm not sure why is it taking so long, because it should be a bit faster than this, but then let us wait. But then the code is very clear and it is simple. I didn't use that much of deeper maybe programming styles. It is just the MVSC and a few OOP, and then the other one is just functional and yeah, simple functional programming. So I was waiting for this link. As you can see here, I deconfigured my program. It doesn't run on the browser, but it runs in here. So but then we are going to go to the browser here. I'm just going to take the link in here and then go to the browser. The browser I'm using Microsoft Edge. So I'm just going to paste in the link in here and then I run. So the users that we have now, you can check we can verify that the users. We are going to say select maybe star from users, right? So that we can see. So the users we have, we only have 2 users in the system now, or so you can add users, you can delete users. Excuse me. You can do anything as per your project brief, right? So the password now is going to be passed, and then the user ID, because we are going to log in using the user ID. You are going to use maybe Musa or the other one, which is Londio. Let us use Londio. So we are going to say 1003 and then type in the password in here and then press enter. You are going to be able to enter to get into the system. When you press enter, or when you click this button, which is the login button, you can choose. If you forget your password, you can click on the forgot password, or you can check the terms of service of using this system, right? You can maybe view your password if you want to check it. And then here we get into the main system. But let us check onto creating a user. If you want to create a user, or if you are new into this system and you want to register, it says in here you are not a user yet and you have to register. You're going to click in here, register. When you click the register, you are going to add in your details in here, and then the current primary or the current standing ID now is the 1003. So we are going to add in 1004, and then in here we are going to add our password, and then we are going to add our email, my email, maybe at Gmail, something like this, and then your username, meaning who is you. Maybe my name is Tand or something. And then when you press register, this user that you have just created is going to be sent into the database. And for you to verify that the user that you have created is sent into the database, you can see that now we only have 2 users in here. But then because we just created a user, if we can then refresh now, select star maybe from users. Now you can see that this user is the one that we just created, not Tand or Jamin or something. And then we can use this user to log in. 1004 pass. You can just type in here 1004 and then the password in here. And then we log in, and then we are going to get into the system. Okay, what you are required to do in here, you are required to have this. This is the adding user, deleting user, verifying user, retrieving users, and quitting. Right? So what happens is when you get into retrieving users or printing users, where you are going to click on this button for printing users, and in here you are going to click any user that you want to print. Maybe I want to print 1003 and then press this retrieve. What is going to happen? It is going to fetch the users from the database, and then the user that I chose is that one, 1003 Londo Mais, right? And then the other users are here. I think you understand that one. Okay, these ones are all in the database. If you create a user, it is going to show here, or he is going to show here, right? So you're going home to home. After going to home, you can verify a user because when you create a user, you're going to get an email in your what was this in your inbox. Then here you can verify user by clicking verify user in here. What you're going to do here, you press in your email, you type in your email, your username, maybe it's Londi, and then your email address. It's what was this email address? Londi where Mahais or something, and then gmail.com, and then you press submit. When you press submit, you're going to get an email in your email address in here that you are verifying in here. And then in your email address, when you get that email, you're going to press the verify button. When you press the verify button, and then you are going to be directed into here. And then here you can type in your login details, and then you get into the system. That is if maybe you were new in the system, right? And then you can also delete a user. You can just delete this a user. When you click in here, delete a user, you are going to put in the user ID in here. The user ID, you are going to check. Now we have 3 users here, and we want to delete the first user, which is 1001. So I'm going to type in 1001 and then press delete. When I press delete, it is going to delete in the database, and it is going to say user 1001 has been deleted. When I go home now, I need to go home. When I go home, I'm going to retrieve the users. When I retrieve the users, I type in maybe 1003, because if I type in 1001, it is not going to show. As you can see, 1001 is gone in here. You can verify if maybe you think you can verify in here, and you can see 1001 is no longer in here. We just deleted it, but here it is here, and then it is no longer in here. Okay, we can go home as well. And then we can also add a new user. Adding a new user is simple. It's just you click in here, you add a user in here, right? And then the user is going to be registered. You put in every detail that is going to be needed in here. Otherwise, we go to here, to the main purpose of the system. The main purpose of the system is for you to upload a portal, right? Because I think my video is getting too long now. So for the main purpose of the system is for you to upload a portal. So you're going to click on here, uploading a portal, and then when you upload a portal, you are going to type in the location in which you are here, or you can just allow your system, because it is configured to take in your current location, because your project brief wanted that. So you can allow your system to take in your current location, or you can type in your location here, which is as Mangwanen, something like this. And then you describe what kind of protocol you have, and then I just find the protocol Mangwanen. Then you're going to choose the image that you have shot, right? You are going to click in here, file, and then in here you're going to choose the image in your computer that you have shot, and then you choose this image. And then after choosing this image, you are going to upload it. When you upload this image, after a second, you're going to see the image that you have just uploaded, which is this one, which is what at Mangwaneni, Emba or just found whatever. And then these are the portals that you have recorded, right? So let us assume that now you want to check the hotspot areas. You are going to click on here. This one is going to display the areas that maybe they have maybe a number of what do you call this thing? These portals, right? And then you can see them here. You have their ID and the location, or you can even show the description if you want. So let us go home now. Okay, here we have the uploads, the hotspot areas, and then the one more important thing is, we need to be able to know other online or tourists or motorists, right? Because you also need to know the others who are online. So here you go, and then when you reach to this page, you are going to see this status detail. This one works like this. When the user is like this, it means he's offline, he's not online. But when he is like this, he's online. This means that this user you can be able to contact or maybe reach to this user, because they are online, they are also uploading, or they are also watching, they are also sending or images. And then the other links, you're going to check on them. These are just website links. Otherwise, okay, we have website links in here. We have also website links in here. You can check these other links: website, news, contacts, anything important in here. Anything important in here. Okay, these ones is where you check the uploads. Those ones that have been uploaded, you are going to see here. Would say, okay, we have this upload. Otherwise, these are the database tables. We have motorist in here, so we're going to say maybe select motorists, and then we are motorists. Don't know what I've done in here, but I think I'm going to say show maybe tables. Oh, okay, we have tourists, not motorists. Stuff from tourists, and then we are going to have these tourists that I have registered in here. They have this is a boolean, meaning that if it's 0 then he is not offline, as you've seen in here, somewhere in here, that if it's 0 is offline, and then if it's 1 he is online. Otherwise, this system uses more web services. It uses the CRUD, which is finding, searching, deleting. It uses data structures, specifically the linked list. It uses servlets. It uses JSP. So I think that is what your program has been required to do. I think the video is too long now. Let me cut it here.